So, this is my video response to black people in metal. And for me personally, in high school I used to get ridiculed all the time for listening to metal. So my school was like mostly black people. There was like two white kids, and most of the black people being ignorant, just belittling me and calling me weirdo and all that stuff, just because of the music I liked. And I did dress a little different too, but that was definitely part of it. But what got me into metal was hard rock. I started off listening to hard rock in high school, and then I started listening to punk like Green Day and Sex Pistols, Rancid, Dead Kennedys, Bad Brains, all that stuff. And I liked how heavy it was and how fast it was, so I got into heavy metal. And I think thrash metal was like the first type of metal that I really got into, like Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer, you know Exodus, Evil, all that stuff. And I think the thing about metal to me is like, I personally feel like you know it's awesome music because I do listen to all the music like Mozart and Beethoven and all that stuff. I listen to reggae. I listen to all different types of music, but the music I listen to, it mostly, like, it has to consist of like instruments like piano, violin. It has to have some type of musical instrument because that's what I consider music. I don't consider beats and you know stuff that's like not vocally 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 singing. I don't really consider that music. Like R&B, yeah, kind of consider it music, even though they only always use instruments. But rap, it's just I mean, people got their own taste, but I just don't consider it music. But and the thing about metal is like, I think it's like the best form of music, just because, for me, just because you know nobody can nobody can just pick up a guitar and like in an orchestra and play like Dave Mustang, because I think metal it's like really complicated music, and that's why it intrigues me so much, because it's so much more complicated than other forms of music. But I used to hate, my mom, still even now, she's like, heavy metal is devilish and music I listen to is devilish. Why are they screaming? You know, but you know, I kind of explain, it's just, it's a rebellious thing. It's not just always devilish stuff going on, but that's another big stereotype too that I don't like. Heavy metal music is always devilish. And I'm trying to get into a band and make some music. I write a hell of a lot of lyrics, and I sing. I don't know if anybody's seen my video vocal covers for like metal songs, but I got them up on here on YouTube. But you know, and back to that, the whole people stereotyping people. When they see a black female, they automatically think, she must like R&B, and Spanish guy must automatically like, reggaeton, or black guy must like rap music. Yeah, that really annoys me. I mean, I don't think it's gonna change anytime soon, but I think it needs to. But to be honest, I don't think it's gonna really change anytime soon. I mean, like, my wife, she kind of falls under the stereotype of a black chick who listens to R&B, but she listens to like, some of the hard rock like Evanescence and 3 Days Grace and all that, but softer stuff. and she also listens to like reggaeton, bachata, all that stuff because she speaks Spanish. But you know, that's just my take on it. I think all this, you need to listen to this or you need to, because when I was younger, I used to get that all the time. Like what Shenny was saying about people saying you need to listen to this. I was like, they would get on me like big time about that. But not so much anymore. But I think like younger black kids probably still do that. You need to listen to this or you need to listen to that's white music. But and I think that's stupid because rock music. One of the biggest inspirations for rock music was Robert Johnson, a blues player, and you know he inspired a lot of musicians like Led Zeppelin, you know, Cream, Pink Floyd. Like a lot of a lot of bands were influenced by blues, blues in general, not just Robert Johnson, but blues in general. But you know, that's just my 2 cents on it, on this black people in metal.